Hi, this is Steve again. This talk is about the infrastructure of your business and some hard questions. I call it 20 questions that I like to ask of online marketers or aspiring online entrepreneurs about their business. And these are hard questions to ask, but they should be asked, and you should be regularly asking them. First one is, how big is your list? And maybe you're not building a list, or maybe you kind of stuttered and slowed down and your list isn't growing very rapidly. But this is an important part of your business and one you should be asking regularly, is how big is your list, how fast is it growing? The second one is, how many websites? How big is your website presence? What's the size and complexity of your websites? Are any of your websites doing anything for your business, or are they just sitting there? The third question is the number of products. Do you have one product? Do you have 5? Do you have 50? And the next question is, how large is your organization? Now, in some cases, this might be irrelevant if you're simply an AdSense publisher and you're operating completely on your own. But in many cases, this is a relevant question because we're paid to build marketing organizations, and the larger the organization, not always, but the larger the organization, the more successful your business is. Large, I'll put large org for large organization. What is your in-house talent? Do you have significant talent you can point to within your organization? And that includes your core crew, the people that you rely upon for technical advice, for technical assistance, your developers, your graphic designers, if you don't do design work yourself, those types of things. How big is Twitter? Twitter is what I call a core social media tool. If you're not using Twitter, you should be. If you're playing with Twitter, you shouldn't be. You should be building it seriously. And this includes, well, how many accounts? Do you just have one? Are you playing the celebrity game and you don't follow anyone back? You're pretending to be a celebrity even though you're not. And then the next one is, what's your Facebook presence? Facebook. In many cases, this could be even more important than Twitter, but Twitter builds Facebook. Let's face it. You can build Facebook fabulously large if you have a significant Twitter presence. It's harder if you don't. So, how many friends do you have on Facebook? How many pages, if any? How big are your pages? How many people are your fans on your pages? Do you have any groups on Facebook? Is your Facebook fan page, as well as your profile, the friends that you have, do they respond when you post? Are people commenting on your content? Do you have reach and power within Facebook? And the next one is, what is your LinkedIn presence? And many marketers of the last, say 12 to 18 months will tell you these are the big three: Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn. There are others that are important, but these are the biggies. The fourth one, if we were to call it that, is YouTube. And so what are your YouTube subscribers? What do they look like? Do you have any? How many of them? How responsive of them? How many of them are also your friends on YouTube? Not just subscribing, but have added you as a friend. You can do things with YouTube friends more so than you can just subscribers. And then related to that, YouTube subscribers, how big are your view counts? Do you have any videos? Do you have one video and it was 2 years ago and you have 27 views of it? Or do you have hundreds of videos or thousands of videos? And do you have lots of views? Do you count your views in tens or hundreds or thousands, or tens or hundreds of thousands? Then, start over here. What is your published online article count? Your published article count. How many articles do you have on the internet? And Are any of them any good? Did you pay somebody on the other side of the world to write them, or did you write them yourself? Did you think them out before you wrote them? Did you do keyword research before? Where are they pointing? What sites are they pointing to? Are they driving traffic? Are they being lifted off of where they are on article directories, as guest blog posts on other people's blogs, on forums? That's another article, is when you make a nice big forum post, especially when you start the thread. That's even more powerful than when you just contribute. Those are also articles in my view. But how big is your published article count? The next one is, what's your most valuable product? The most valuable product that you sell is, how much? Is it $25? Is it $250? Is it $10,000? What is your most valuable product? That if I came to you and I says, I've got lots of money, what's your most expensive product? I want to buy it. What's the answer? And then related to that, what's the biggest commission that you can earn? If you sold your most expensive product, what's the commission on it? Or what's the biggest commission, regardless of which product it is, that if you sold that particular product, and for one sale, one event, one customer, or one partner relationship, what would be your largest commission? And then, how many markets are you in? Are you just in one market? 2, 10, 100 markets? What is the number of niches, the number of markets, the number of population, customer demographics, different ones that your business reaches into, and not just that you're trying in, but you're actually making sales in those markets? What is your geographical reach? Geo reach. Okay. Geographical reach is how wide is your business? How diverse is it? Is it just in one city? Are you dependent upon a 20-mile radius and your customers never come from more than 20 miles away? Is it in more than one city or more than one state? More than one country perhaps? Is it on just one continent or more than one continent? Is it in just the Western Hemisphere or the Eastern Hemisphere, or is it in both? Now that's what your geographical reach is, where you sell your product. Next one is, do you ship anything? Are you a shipper? Do you have a physical product of any kind that ships out to an end customer? And then, what's the size of your physical list? This is the list that is made up of people that you have their actual mailing address, not their email address, not their Twitter account or their Facebook friend ability to reach them, or their none of that. What is the size of your physical address mailing list? And then what CRM tools do you employ, if any? Do you even know what a CRM tool is? CRM stands for Customer Relationship Management. This is how you track leads, partners, channel partners that supply you with goods, your customers, prospects and customers. Those are called CRM tools. And then, do you have any direct mail follow-up? Okay, direct mail follow-up is when you send something in the mail to a customer, or you send something in the mail to somebody who's looked at your business or looked at your product line or looked at your services and has said maybe, and you're following up with them in the mail, not by phone, not by email, but in the mail. And lastly, what does your VA ticketing, I'll put tickets, and call centers? Okay, what does that look like? Your VAs are virtual assistants. That's somebody that helps you that doesn't live in your town. They're off somewhere and they're doing something for you. Any of those things I mentioned, graphics, design, webmastering, technical, security things, support, customer service that are outside of your town, those are VAs, virtual assistants. or outsource agents for your business. Tickets, that's a ticketing system where somebody can open a ticket and your staff can respond to it via email usually. A call center is where you actually have people who answer the phone when someone calls in and has a problem, and they handle that problem. Sometimes they'll refer them to a VA, sometimes they'll even refer them to a ticketing system. Sometimes these two are paired and related. So those are the 20 questions. There's more, obviously, than just the 20, but those are 20 that I came up with that I think will give you a good picture of where you are, where you need to go, where your weaknesses are. All of them are relevant to almost all businesses online, and I encourage you to look at them carefully, look at them with sort of an open eye, and ask yourself if you're really in a business or you're just playing as a hobbyist.